The weatherman says 15 degrees. I think we're going to get a little bit better. I'm saying 18 degrees today. Barbara this morning getting a little bold. She's going 20 degrees and has faith that it's going to get there. You know something? I think she might be right, just quietly. I really do. Don't tell her though, okay? Wednesday, August the 3rd. And, well, I tell you what, let me do this. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Got to welcome along everybody that's joining us live on Facebook Live this morning. So very, very happy to have you. And I tell you what, if you're going to watch a little later on over there on YouTube, you know what to do, right? No, you do. You seriously do. Sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. Bell notifications when we have important people like Louis Bourgois from Hillside Outlaws coming out of British Columbia. He's going to be joining us this morning. And, well, you know, thumb, get epileptic with that thing. You know, go on. Double dare you to. And become part of the noise. Subscribe. Literally. That's the family. We call it. We don't call it an army. We call it a noise. And it's growing exponentially every day. Now, I've got to let you know how happy we are to be in association with Rise Up TV, Big Records, and of course Sony Music, The Orchard, right here at Galaxy.
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107 FM in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, and Sony Music, The Orchard.
So, okay, we're going to get right into it this morning. Let's go with Beer is Essential. You're right here at Galaxy.
This is a song about beer being at home.
So that gives us a couple of minutes, Louis.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 42 seconds, I believe. I'm correct.
2 minutes 53 for us.
53, yeah, that's right.
But your video is playing at the moment as well, and Barbara's getting huge with the. Look at this. Do you remember Darth Vader's wand?
You've got the old, extender wand.
Ooh, I tell you, it's a hard hit area. You've got to move quickly because she swings that thing around. Ooh. Could be dangerous. It really could.
You better all watch out, that's for sure. Hi, George.
So,
hi, Glenn from the other day.
do you remember William Shatner?
Here we go.
I do, yeah, I do.
He's a Canadian too, by the way. Of course, Captain Kirk. I was reading something about his biography the other day, and it says, you know, when they used to say, beam me up, Scotty, and stuff like that, sometimes they would say, beam me aboard. You know what he would get?
Aboard?
Yeah, 4x2.
He knows you too well.
My drummer.
Well, I tell you what, I see William Shatner in the news this morning. He had to, he's had to recall his woman's lingerie line.
Here we go.
With Shatner pants.
Yeah, Shatner panties isn't a good idea. He does know me too well.
Yes, you said that last time. Oh.
Come on. Gotta do better than that, Grant. I can see you coming a mile away.
All right, then. All right. Well, officially, chickens are no longer crossing the road.
Oh?
Yeah, they're taking a Uber.
You know what?
A Uber.
A sheep. A lady sheep's called a ewe.
It's you.
A ewe.
Dear.
I've got you.
Let's do it.
If you got a lockdown, do it up front. If you need a hand in that pandemic, delivered to your door, you gotta go get it. Life's been mental, little hard to handle, but thank God, thank God, beer is essential. Pyramid cans right there. Now that's an essential service if you ask me.
That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. And, of course, beer is essential. Yes, we're talking to Louis Maguire from the band The Hillside Outlaws. How's Langley, too, by the way? Welcome back to Galaxy, too.
Thanks for having us. Langley's tired. We just got off. We just got a few days off from our tour, so he's probably sleeping right now. I'll tell you a little bit of trivia. That's actually me whistling in Beer is Essential. I'm not going to tell you how many takes it took at the studio to get that whistling right, but it was more than one.
Well, it's nice to see that we're now post-pandemic. How's life going now? Are you getting more gigs? Are you doing live stuff now?
So it kind of went from 0 to 100 in about 1 second flat. So we went from having absolutely no shows to literally having to turn down shows because we were just booking so many dates. And that's a good problem to have, right? For everybody. And the other issue that we were having is trying to find band, like musicians. Because Langley and I, we usually hire the same band members, the same bass player, drummer, and guitar player, fiddle player. And, because everything is just vibing right now, it's they're busy playing other things, so it was a little bit of a struggle trying to lock down musicians for dates, which is another good problem to have because that means they're all working too. They got hit probably the hardest in that whole pandemic.
Yeah, believe me.
Yeah, 5 players, those guys.
Yeah.
So, it's been a good summer for everybody out here. It's really good to be back playing live music.
And
I can't tell you how excited I am to see real people.
Well, I'm absolutely feeling sorry for you right now, especially in that sweltering heat, stuck inside a car, of course, doors open, everything like that. So please, hydrate if you need to.
You know what? I'm just down here at the beach. It's a nice sunny day in the Okanagan Valley. My sister came down with her kids. You can see my pink bracelet here. That's for the floating water park. So in between this interview, I've been kind of swimming and throwing those kids off of the high tower of the floating water park. So it's been an exciting day. It's not super hot in here. I've got the windows open and the doors down.
Nice.
The window's down and the door's open.
It's nice. So we opened it up, well, of course, with Beer is Essential, which is, I think, mandatory at any stage. But tell me a little backstory about Beer is Essential.
Well, a lot of people think that it's a pandemic song, which is not really the case. It's a beer song that just happens to take place during a pandemic. And we wrote it kind of towards the end of, once there was a light at the end of the tunnel and, we could really see that we were getting through this. We thought, you know what, let's write something a little lighter, something that we can kind of, that we can enjoy and almost laugh at. We can look back and be like, remember all those times right at the beginning when we're trying to get through this, we're all stuck at home and we're doing, we're all trying new things, trying yoga, those daily challenges that they had on TikTok. So we thought we would take that first 2 weeks, the very first 2 weeks of quarantine, which that's when all this stuff was happening. We were doing online TikTok challenges and I remember there was one where the kids would hold the broom up, the broom could stand on its own. We were doing all that kind of stuff and we just wanted a song to kind of look back and reflect on that, before it got 2 years into it and everyone was just super stressed and tired of it. So we're just trying to go back to that part and kind of bring a lighter side to, now that we've seen some light at the end of the tunnel and we're kind of through it, we can look back and remember how we all came together and got through that.
Absolutely. I remember.
By the way, beer is essential. Beer is a big part of what got a lot of us, including myself, through that whole season. So
I fully agree with you. I do. Got to welcome along Glenn Peters, of course, George Prophet's in there as well. Kate Fox, Jimmy Buffett. Nice to have you on board, Jimmy. It really is. Franco. Hello, brother. And Jill Fye. Jill, nice to have you back. Love to Kevin as well. Also, Marklin No is joining us from Kick the Wicked. Loving the new singer too, by the way, Mark. Lisa Saunders is joining us, and Terry Bancannon, of course, slide steel master coming out of North Carolina. Nice to have everybody on board this morning. It really is. And I got to ask you, Louis. I know that we're going to be releasing a brand new song, We Got Tonight, but have you got anything new on the way in the near future?
Yeah, we kind of put together earlier on this year, kind of around Christmas time, January. We recorded 5 songs, and we've released this. This will be the third one of those 5. So we released Do What It Does. We released Hands. They're all on Spotify. But this one we're putting out to radio, and we've got 2 others that are kind of on deck. And we really pulled out all the stops with this, and we hired just an amazing Nashville session team. As far as musicians, we had Grady Saxman on the drums, and he put together this amazing group of artists to record these 5 songs. And I think it's some of our best work yet. So stay tuned. There's at least 2 more down the pipe that are coming right away.
You know, that excites me because basically it means that you're coming back again and going to have a chat to me. At the same time, sometimes let's try and incorporate a little bit of Langley as well. I know he's sleeping and tired and everything. Give him a poke in the eye for me and say, hey, listen, let's do this. Brilliant. So We Got Tonight. Tell me all about this. We're going to be releasing it this morning. Now, I've got to let you know, we have actually played it a number of times now. And believe me, it blew up our internet at one stage there. Everybody wanted to know who, what, when, where, and how, and when we're doing the interview. Doing it now. Let's talk about We Got Tonight. Where did this come from?
So We Got Tonight, it actually kind of happened while we were putting together that Nashville band. We were working through the 4 other songs that we had on the go. A song that I wrote with Clayton Bellamy, who you've had on here. He's from the Road Hammers, and he's also doing a rock project, Clayton Bellamy and the Congregation. And so him and I co-wrote a song called Hands, which is also out on Spotify right now. And that will be going to radio probably in the new year. But so we're getting ready to get all these songs produced, and we were just hanging out at the studio, and sometimes to take a break from the recording stuff, we just kind of took a break and said, let's write a song. It's been a while since him and I wrote a song. I'm talking about Jeff Johnson, our producer, and I had this idea to write a song about. Because I do a lot of traveling. I do like my whole life I've worked in the trades. So we do shift work. We go and we work 2 weeks, 3 weeks, sometimes a couple months at a time. And when it's that last night before you have to go, it seems like it's just like that ticking time bomb. Like tomorrow's going to come so fast. And so we were kind of thinking about how to put that into a song, just making the most of that very last night that you have with that person that you care about before you have to go on the road. Like for us, it's usually a tour. We have to, like we're leaving on Friday to go to Cochrane, Alberta. So we're always kind of have that one night, before we gotta hit the road, and you just want to make the most of it. So I think it's a very fun song. It's very upbeat. And it's something that kind of came from an experience that I've had, right? Just being that I work away so often, and a lot of musicians can understand this, and a lot of tradespeople. I work with a lot of people that are away from their families all the time, and you come home and sometimes you get a week off, or maybe it's only a few days, and you just have to make the most of that time with your loved ones, and that's what the song is about.
Well, we're going to release it right now to the world. Such a pleasure. It really, really is. Here is the Hillside Outlaws. We've got Tonight.
Put
How you feeling, bro? You okay?
Yeah, feeling good.
I
Sometimes
see-
I feel like I ramble on a little bit.
Terry Van Cannon says good old beer song too, by the way, with beer is essential. Jill Fire says nice new setup in the station. Thank you, Jill. That's we love it. We really do. Glenn Murch is watching, and Chuck Feltner. Chuck, hello, brother, man. Dirty lover, love ya. We do. And we're loving the new track too, by the way. Absolutely. Brilliant. Keep the good work up. In the meantime, my friend, we're going to wrap this up after this, but of course, you know that we're going to take some photos and stuff like that and send you a cartoon. I'll be very interested in this cartoon because it's the first time we're going to turn all of this into a cartoon as well. So it'll be interesting to see how it works out. Yeah, absolutely. Chuck Feltner says, good brother, thanks for the spins. It's an honour to be able to spin your work, right? Honest, it really is. We only play the good stuff here. That's why we're playing Hillside Outlaws right now.
Appreciate that. Appreciate all the love you guys have shown us over the years.
There's been a few,
It's
hasn't
quite
it?
something.
Well, you know something, bro? As I've always said to you, we only play the good stuff, and you fit that quality, you know? And besides, we're friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can't wait to come to the bottom of the world.
Yeah, well, you know, beer's essential here as well.
Get the beer company behind you and get
If I'm
them
going
to
to be doing
sponsor you.
handstands everywhere.
Yeah.
I feel upside down.
Well, I'll tell you what, well, you know, the blood goes straight to your head. The beer goes straight to your toes. Anyway.
Oh man, when I was younger, we used to do those cake stands.
Oh, yeah, I remember that stuff too. University stuff.
Galaxy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Just take the gain off that a little bit. Thank you, guys. And an absolute pleasure to have Louis Bagois with us here from Hillside Outlaws, of course, coming from British Columbia in Canada. Lisa Saunders, nice to have you on board, Lisa. Now, Lisa is one of the executives with Rise Up TV, big records, Sony Music, The Orchard, stuff like that. So it's such a pleasure to have her take time out of her day to peruse through some of our videos and some of our live stuff. So, Louis, have you ever heard of Rise Up TV?
I have, yeah. On Facebook, I've been watching.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get Barbara to introduce you to the crew over there, because believe me, I think you would fit in like a hand in a glove, to be very honest with these guys. What they do is they tour around on a big bus, literally. I think you can sleep or take about 15 people or something on board this huge bus. They throw in a TV crew and film everything, literally. So I got to warn you, whatever goes on the road no longer stays on the road, you know what I mean? But huge company, huge fun, and everybody loves what they're doing. They're also doing a tour, literally, where they're taking in India, Papua New Guinea, coming here to New Zealand, literally here to Galaxy, and then going to Cambodia. You never know, you might want to get on board with that one as well, because they're going to Ireland and all sorts of places as well. So, believe me, it could be something that actually gets you guys down here to the Antipodes. Something to think about, anyway.
They got room to put up.
Oh yeah, don't worry. Don't worry, you'll be sorted for sure, literally. Louis has played for me on the Festival Lights. That's Lisa Saunders.
Right, in Ottawa.
Yeah, okay, well, Well, she says hi anyway, for sure. Louis, we are going to have to wrap it up right now. I don't want you wilting over with exhaustion with the heat over there as well.
It's not right lake. I still have my wristband. I'm gonna go grab a life jacket and hop on the lake.
Okay, and then
There's to be thrown off of something.
yeah, don't go drinking then swimming. Go swimming then drinking.
That's right.
Yeah, do the right
Or
thing.
drink well.
Well, you know, as long as you're not going to be driving after you're drinking.
Oh no, no.
That's a no-no. It is a no-no. But hang in there, my friend. You know what we're going to do next. But in the meantime, I'm going to say how happy we are to be in association with Rise Up TV. Big Record, Sony Music, The Orchard, here at Galaxy.
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107 FM in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, and Sony Music The Orchard.